This post is a bit long and is focused on attaining your big desires. Now, let me start by saying there are no such thing as big or small desires. They are just labels we assign based on how we perceive them. But for the sake of explanation, I'll be using them. A couple of weeks ago, I had a failed manifestation of what I consider big. I had done the scene. I had felt it real and just knew it was done. Yet, it did not happen. I started to wonder, why? How did all my other manifestation come to pass but not this? I've seen such cases on the sub where people did their scenes and yet, they failed. This led me to start searching for answers. I started analyzing every single major success story on this sub and elsewhere. And then the other day, I was discussing this with one of my close friends. She told me that she also tried reverse engineering her successes and how she manifested her wealth before Neville Goddard. She is quite rich and let's just say she was and still is a natural at manifesting money. And when she shared her story, it finally hit me. The missing piece. I believe any message delivered through simple stories are far more impactful than just sharing in a sentence. So, here goes. This is a story I heard a long time ago. It might seem silly but the message is gold. Gives you the missing piece. A young man once met a yogi and asked what is the secret of success. The wise yogi didn't say anything but told the young man to meet him near the river the next morning. And so, they met. The yogi asked the young man to walk with him toward the river. The young man was confused, but did what was asked. They walked until the water got up to their necks. The yogi took the young man by surprise and ducked him into the water. The man struggled to get out but the yogi was strong and kept him underwater until he started panicking. The young man struggled hard and finally managed to get up. The first thing he did was to gasp and take a deep breath and then he asked, "Are you trying to kill me? Why did you do that?" The yogi asked, "What did you want the most when you were under the water?" The man replied, "Air." Again, the yogi asked, "What was the only thought that saturated your mind when you were underwater?" Again, the man said, "Getting air." The yogi said, "When you want success as badly as you wanted air, when you completely saturate your mind with a single thought of what you want, you will get it. That is the secret to success. This is the missing piece I was looking for. Burning desire. A burning desire is something which completely saturates your mind that even when the outer reality shows the exact opposite, your mind will still reject it and persist in only accepting a single outcome. The one which you want. This is the only common factor I found in all the big success stories. This is how my friend manifested her wealth. How? She told me she had a burning desire to live a life of luxury and be a high net worth individual even though she was born poor and was living an ordinary life at that time. The thought completely consumed her, and that's how it manifested in her life in a short period of time through a strange and interesting bridge of incidents. She asked me, if just a simple knowing is enough, then why are the majority manifesting just ladders, free coffees, and small things? Why don't we have more millionaires or any big achievements on the sub? I agree with her because she's right in a way. How? And what exactly did she mean? Knowing is still the key. But there's a difference between knowing at a surface level and truly knowing and feeling from a deep level of consciousness that consumes your entire mind. I know people will argue that they manifested the latter, the free coffees, the butterflies with no burning desire. True, but ever wondered why? Because when manifesting those things you had absolutely no opposing beliefs whatsoever. But is it the same when it comes to your big desires? No, you have a lot of opposing beliefs regarding them, and that's why just knowing at a surface level does not help. So, what can you do about it? There are two approaches that I observed in all major successful stories. Detachment from the outcome and willfully refusing to react to sensory impressions. This is, in my opinion, the ultimate manifesting technique. Every major mystic, yogi, and monk uses this technique. Neville suggested this technique where you develop a state of receptivity, a state of detachment, and in this state, you entertain a definite singleness of purposeful thought. This, when persisted, will eventually impress on the subconscious mind. But how many of us have truly mastered ignoring what our senses show us? How many of us are truly detached from the outcome? That's why most of us fail with this approach. But a lot of super successful people have no idea about the law or Neville. They don't use sats, nor are they detached from their desires. Yet, they achieve. How? That's the second approach. To make your desires so big that it engulfs all your fears and saturates your entire mind. This is what all major achievers do. Their passion to achieve their desires is so huge and strong that no matter what's thrown at them, they still refuse and persist in believing the outcome they want. Try analyzing any story of any successful individual. They probably failed more times than ordinary people ever try. Yet, the outer 3D world of facts never stopped them. That's how they did it. But, no matter what, the essence of both the approaches are still the same. The law is still in use. What approach you use is up to you. but everything starts with a burning desire. This is also mentioned in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. I've read the book a lot of times and I knew at a surface level that it's important. But only when things click, that's when you truly know what it means from a deeper level. I hope this was helpful. There's a chance that this could be misinterpreted. A burning desire is not obsessing over what you want from a state of lack. It's the acceptance and persistence in believing of a single desired outcome, no matter what.